Welcome to the circle of love. Welcome to the circle of song. Hi Jojo, hi Jaden, hi Jamie and Victoria. Hi Laris and Sheila and Bonnie, Kevin and Hoda and Jim and Susan, Leah, Nancy, Dory and Dolly, Bronwyn and Deli and Darlene. Hi to the curly tops, to Luda and to Kate, and Amanda and Miles and Trish and Susan and Fred and Carolyn, and Kathy and Chico and Linda and Susan and Ann and Storm and Deborah and Annette, iPhone and Bronwyn, Nancy and Aloysius, Lily and Penny and Ralph, and Field and Yarrow and Jenny, and Isabel and Lily, and Jen and Karen and LMG, and Jane and Gary. Welcome everybody to the circle of love and song. Good noon, good morning, good evening, good night, depending on where in the world you're tuning from. And welcome to the Daily Antidote of Song. I'm Shruthi and I'm tuning in from Pune on the other side of the world in India today. And I'm so delighted today because for me it's a little bit of a full circle, because today I'm delighted to welcome the person who brought me to the Daily Antidote of Song and who introduced me to this wonderful circle and this wonderful community. Wonderful dear Elise Witt. Okay, let's give a big hand and show some love, everyone. All of you all know Elise. She really needs no introduction. She's a magician of song and works with communities and people across. And I first got to know Elise because of two things: because of swimming and because of her wonderful work with the Global Village Project. And I think songs bring us together. So thank you, Elise, for bringing me to the Daily Antidote of Song. And today I'm welcoming you. Welcome back.
Thank you. This is so wonderful. And I loved your introduction. The way that you played really goes right into the song that I want to share today. As many of you know, Carolyn is reminding us it's day 1040. Very important to say. Um, um, Last April on Earth Day weekend, Gay and Garin, who many of you have met here on Daily Antidote, and I did a workshop on a wild island off the coast of Georgia, Ossabaw Island. And it's an island that has been dedicated as a nature preserve. You can only go there for cultural and scientific research. You have to go by boat. And we did a workshop, a 4-day workshop, listening to the land and finding the music in the land. And after we'd been there for a few days, we sent everyone out on their own to listen and bring back some inspirations. And while they were gone, I interviewed our on island host, who was a high school science teacher, because the evening before, he had taken us down to the dock by the water. And we laid on the dock and we moved our arms in the water, and the water started lighting up with bioluminescence. And so the next day, I was just still remembering that beautiful, the feeling and the what it looked like. And so I asked Ben Wells, the science teacher, to tell me everything he knew about bioluminescence. And I just took all his words and made them into this song. So it's a very easy song. I'm not going to line it out for you because you'll be able to just sing along with it. Um, and it's got kind of a low, velvety melody. But then I'm going to play it again, and I want you all to just sing some bioluminescence, sing some light, sing wherever that is in your voice, and just let your voice sparkle. So this is the song called Bioluminescence. Be present bioluminescence is the essence of awesomeness. They're phytoplankton. If you ranked them, they behave a lot like jellyfish. They wander and they drift. Their communication is a chemical relation caused by water agitation. They can't move against currents, but influx of rainy season nutrients. It's oxygen that's prevalent. Remember this, it's relevant. The presence of bioluminescence is the essence of awesomeness. The presence of bioluminescence is the essence of awesomeness. They're phytoplankton. If you ranked them, they behave a lot like jellyfish. They wander and they drift. Their communication is a chemical relation caused by water agitation. They can't move against currents, but influx of rainy season nutrients. It's oxygen that's prevalent. Remember this, it's relevant. The presence of bioluminescence is the essence of awesomeness.
Thank you,
Well,
Elise.
look so beautiful, especially on the bioluminescent part. Wow. Dory's holding up some bioluminescence. If you put in bioluminescence images, you'll find amazing things online as well. And it's not just in the water. Mushrooms, there are mushrooms that are bioluminescent. Fireflies, there's just so many. It's a chemical reaction that happens inside the body. And sometimes it's not, they can't do it by themselves. Sometimes it's a combination of either bacteria or something that they eat that causes that reaction to happen inside their bodies. Um, yeah, it's just such an amazing thing. And, we know, I guess, that sometimes they use it for warning or evading predators, but also for communication. Isn't that
Mm.
something? And I'm sure we know nothing about that, right? I did find the Hawaiian bobtail squid lights up with a blue-green hue, but it needs bioluminescent bacteria living inside its body for it to glow.
Wow.
I know, so crazy. So,
Elise, thank you for bringing us into this magical world. Wow.
Yeah, I wanted to sing that song today because I want to lure some of our daily antidote singers to come to Ossabaw with us. We're going again this Earth Day weekend. It's April 20th to the 23rd, and it would be so amazing. I do believe that the Daily Antidote boat slash helicopter slash airplane slash parachute will be passing over Savannah, and our boats will leave from Savannah to go over to Ossabaw. So um, I think that Aaron is putting, or Jaden, sorry, Jaden is putting some links in there. But wouldn't it be fun to have some daily antidote people with us on Ossabaw Island? Oh my goodness. Shruti, are you coming to the States?
Wow, if I can get a parachute that glides across three oceans at the very least, I'm gonna be there.
Oh my goodness.
Uh,
And also,
wow.
I wanted to mention that if you are already booked for April and you can't come to Ossabaw, I know a lot of you are in the Maryland, DC, Virginia area, and we are also, Gay Ann, Garen, and I are also doing a workshop on the eastern shore of Maryland the first 4 days of June. Um, Busy Graham, our wonderful Carpe Diem sponsor, her family has a place there, and there are three houses, and we're going to explore the Eastern Shore and find the inspiration, the musical inspiration there as well, the beginning of June. So if you can't, please come to Ossabaw, please come to Maryland or both. Oh my goodness, that will be so fun to meet some of you in person. Speaking of in person or daily antidote connections, Shruti, can you all see behind me?
Mm-hmm.
This is the quilt that Susan G made for the Ready or Not project, and she sent it to me in the mail. It just arrived 2 days ago, so it's up here. I wanted to share it with our daily antidote family. It's so beautiful. Thank you, Susan, again.
Wow, I love these magical connections everywhere, and I think Bonnie and Carolyn and Nancy, are y'all in the same location at the moment? Is that also speaking about meetings and people in the same place? It
Oh,
seems to
there
me
they
that all
are.
of you are.
What? Oh.
Oh my goodness, this is magical. To more such meetings and everyone squish. Wow, wow! I see a.
You're Nancy of the Irish Cow? Oh my goodness, we've never seen you. I don't think we always see the Irish Cow. Oh,
Okay, I'm sorry. That's so amazing. That's Boise, Idaho, and Washington State. And these are, well, Bonnie and Carolyn knew each other, but Nancy met them through the Daily Antidotes. This is so cool that they're together. Everybody, let's give it up for our three friends that we're seeing together. Hope you guys are sharing lots of hugs.
wow. Oh my goodness. I hope when after I do the workshop in Maryland to spend a little time possibly at Joe's house and environ. So those of you that are in Maryland, I do hope to see you in June in person, but I love seeing you online.
And Shruti's coming too, right?
Yes, I'm going to take a parachute right now. I'm getting one right now. See you on the other side. Oh my goodness. Elise, your song is really a balm. It's always a balm, and somehow magical things happen. I wish science was taught like this everywhere. My goodness, how I would have enjoyed my lessons. Do you have more of such material?
Well, at the Global Village Project where I teach, where you visited, for those of you that haven't met me before, I use singing to teach English at a special purpose middle school for teenage refugee girls. And one of the things I always ask the teachers is what is most difficult for you to teach for the students to get, for them to get. And then we write a song about that. So we've written actually a number of science songs. Yeah, we've written math songs. We've written a lot of songs about English grammar as well, because, grammar can be kind of boring. But we have a great song about punctuation. We have a song about, did you know that what an affix is?
No, I do not.
I
I
did
need to
not
listen to
either.
your.
An affix is the putting together of suffixes and prefixes. Suffixes and
Oh,
prefixes together are affix. Aphices? I don't know what the plural is. Anyway, we have a song about that. We have a song about long and short vowels. Um, but yeah, singing is such a beautiful, way to learn and remember. And I think I've mentioned this before at other times, but sometimes I run into young people who are like very well dressed and, very professional looking, and they'll come up to me and they'll go, "Oh, you came to my elementary school and I still remember the banana song." And they'll like start singing the banana song or something like that. So, the music it just rests within us forever. And, when we start maybe having some memory issues and things as we get older, it's the music. The music is the last thing. Hearing is the last thing that we lose. Hearing, it, the ear bone is the first bone that develops in our bodies, and hearing is the last sense that we lose. Even as it diminishes, it's still the last thing. So singing is
you have
just
a
so.
called Earbone, right? If I remember correctly, you have a song called Earbone. Is that in your songbook of
Yes, it
that
is.
you've released?
It's
Okay.
actually another song that I use with improvisation, because what I like to do with the earbone song, and I think you did this with me when you were there, is to have some singers or instrumentalists, or the audience can do it, um, is to create like kind of a repeating pattern, and then I sing the first verse over that, and the verse ends with um, sound goes on forever. And as I'm holding forever, um, the musicians change to a completely different improvisational looping thing that goes on. And then I do another verse and so on for like four verses. So there's like different improvisations that happen. And I get to just like create the music of the ear bone for that song. Yeah.
That sounds. I almost want to like go back in time or something and sit in a music class by you, or redo my seventh grade chem lessons. There seems to be some periodic table songs and things coming in the chat. Also grammar lessons. I feel like I need to go and relook at everything again and and sing it out to myself. I did sing a few things, but this sounds even better. And I've got to tell you, Elise, over here, like in Pune, where I'm sitting right now, pollution levels are at an all-time high, and I'm just, the air that I breathe, and suddenly I felt like I could breathe easier with this song. So, like, personally, I'm so grateful that you whisked me off to this magical island and this retreat, and made be made be wonderful. Um, yeah.
Thank you. And I hope that I know that your music is clearing the air as well, clearing the air around us and also inside of us, your beautiful, beautiful music. Shall we sing the song again? Are there any announcements that we need to know about the Daily Antidote? There are some very hilarious things in the chat about all of y'all's experiences with learning. I think I'm gonna have to save the chat. Will somebody save the chat for me, Joe? Or thank you. I'm gonna need to read those later. Are you all ready to sing the bioluminescence song again? All right. It's in the key of E, by the way. Kevin, you probably already figured that out. The presence of bioluminescence is the essence of awesomeness. They're phytoplankton. If you ranked them, they behave a lot like jellyfish. They wander and they drift. Their communication is a chemical relation caused by water agitation. They can't move against currents, but influx of rainy season nutrients. It's oxygen that's prevalent. Remember this, it's relevant. The presence of bioluminescence is the essence of awesomeness. Breathe. The presence of bioluminescence is the essence of awesomeness. They're phytoplankton. If you ranked them, they behave a lot like jellyfish. They wander and they drift. Their communication is a chemical relation caused by water agitation. They can't move against currents, but influx of rainy season nutrients. It's oxygen that's prevalent. Remember this, it's relevant. The presence of bioluminescence is the essence of awesomeness.
Thank you for this breath and this magic. Let's let's send some life affirming breath really and gratitude back to Elise.
I
Thank you,
wanted to say
Elise.
one thing about a word in that song. I have a word that I'm not that fond of because it's so overused, the word awesome. I know it's fun to say sometimes, but I decided awesomeness was okay. And they really are awesome, right? And it just, no other word worked there. So, yeah, awesomeness. There's a lot of awesomeness in bioluminescence. Thank you so much, Shruti. Thank you, everyone. So beautiful to see all of you today. And I hope to see some of you on the island of Ossabaw or on the eastern shore of Maryland. Mm.
And hopefully, when you all come back from that island, there'll be another beautiful emergence of song and some magic that you all can share so that we can all live it through vicariously through your songs and through the words and everything that you bring. Thank you, Elise. So much magic. Thank you for this lovely, lovely song and your just who you are and your presence.
I'm
And
glad to be here.
thank you, thank you, Joe, and thank you, Jaden, for keeping this beautiful circle going and circle of love and song. Thank you for you, who you are and what you bring. Thank you to everyone on Facebook Live for tuning in. Let's wave a goodbye, whoever you are. May your day be wonderful and full of awesomeness. And thank you, Jamie and Laris and Sheila and Bonnie and Kevin and Hoda and Jim and Susan and Leah and Nancy and Dory and Ollie and Deli and Arlene and the Curly Tops and Luda and Kate and Carolyn and Susan and Anne and Annette and Jacqueline and Nancy and the cow and Bob and the bears and Mabel and Bob and Kate and Kathy and Busy Graham and Gary. Thank you, Suzanne, and thank you, POD, and thank you, Aloysius and Dawn and Liana and Diane and Linda on the Orcas Island and Trish, and thank you, Storm and Cat Cox and Jamie and Cricket and Deborah and Linda and Amanda and Miles and Dick and Kathy and Amos and Gwen and Carolyn and Loriana, LMG, Jen, Jenny, Penny and Ralph, Christy, Susan and Jane, Linda, and everyone. Let's take a big breath, and may your day and your week be filled with the magic that nature brings and that nurture brings. Have a wonderful day. If there's any of you, oh, thank you, Fred. I may have missed in the moving of Zoom boxes. Thank you, everyone. Thank you. You all have a piece of my heart. And Elise, thank you so much for this magical song today. This was day 1040, I believe. So see you tomorrow for day 1041. Thank you. Thank you, everyone, for creating this circle and this magic. If you're here for the first time, please stay around and let us know who you are, and the good folks at Carpe Diem will take in your contact and we'll be in touch. Thank you, everyone. Take care.